Alright, we're going to pin it at the shoulders and sew it back together, making sure that we're sewing the right side onto the right side. So there's the front. And there's the front. So we're going to pin those together, right sides together. At the top. And then just sew them back together. And I don't pin everything. I just roll with it. Probably easier to take this off. There we go. Get everything under there. Put your needle down. And just sew it back together. I have a 3.5 for stitch length. I'm going to do a little back space and just get it all back together. This is going to look so cool. You don't want to pull on this back here. I was just holding it up so my stitch will be straight. This is going to be obviously longer than your sweatshirt. We'll cut that off later and make it even, and then sew the trim back around the bottom. That's the front sewn back on. Now we'll sew it down the other side. Just matching it up. fine. You won't really see it. So I'm not going to bother cutting it off. Just hold it up so it doesn't pull. Now let's see how that looks. Ooh, that's gonna look nice. Really nice. You can see where I took the pocket off, but that'll go away after it's washed. And I tried to get it straight on this stripe. Hopefully you can see that. That's gonna look really nice. Now we'll sew the other side on and get back to you. Okay, here we go. We got the sleeves sewn back on. Here's how it's looking. And now we're gonna cut these off and put back on the elastic that we cut off. And that go. Here we go. We're gonna put that back on the bottom, and then I was thinking maybe I would take these cuffs off and put these sweatshirt cuffs on the ends there. That would look kind of cool. And then maybe if I'm feeling crafty, I will take some of this other scraps and put a little binding on the pockets right there, just to make it extra. All right, here we go. Hopefully you can see that. I'm gonna serger the bottom binding back on to the shirt. So I'm gonna start right in the back, in the center back. So you wanna get your things under there. Maybe I'll start a little ahead, because that's a little thick part. Alright. Sometimes you just gotta force it under there. And then give her a little snip. Okay, I have it pinned in quarters. So you have to pull it tight, very tight. So you're going to have to pull it a little bit to keep it going through the machine. Nope. It does not like that. You're pulling it too much. I don't think we need this tag on there. We can get rid of that. So you just gotta pull it tight. Yeah, that's looking nice. And don't take your pin out until you get to it. But do not roll over it. That'll break your machine. Alright, the next little section is right here. Next little section. Next little section is right here. This is going to be so cool. I kind of don't want to give it away, but I kind of do. Alright, take that pin out. The next little section is at the end here. So you pull it tight and you get it set where it's supposed to be. And then you come to the end again. The end right there. So you want to line it up really nice. There's all your trimmings. Look at that. Perfect. All right. Here's how it's looking. Got the bottom back on there. And we got a nice wide, got some scraps. Yeah. That looks really nice. And I'll probably serger the insides of those seams so they're really nice. You don't have to, but it would just reinforce it a little. So that. Now I just need to decide if I want to put the cuffs on there or leave it like that. We'll see. Because I do have the cuffs on the end of these scraps still. And just take that cuff off and put it onto there so it would look like that. What do you think? Leave it? Change it? And then I thought it would be really cool if I made a little binding, but I don't know how that would work to put right here. I don't know. Might just leave it. Alright, so there's my project. It's gonna go to its new home soon.